Personal with Akwewe Idono, Blue Cakes Nigeria.
Hello, welcome to Up Close and Personal with Akwewe Idono, Blue Cakes Nigeria. So we made it. We're in 2022. Isn't that awesome? So what better time to start and get along with all the things that we're beginning to learn just to better position ourselves for the year. So today I'm going to be talking about how to monetize your skill. See those soft skills, that natural talent that you do have that people have been benefiting from. It's high time that you benefit from it. So how are we going to do that? What does it even mean to monetize your skill? It's basically to place value on that skill, that thing you know how to do well, so that it can generate you an income. Okay. So what first thing you would have to do is to make people now know that that thing that they've been enjoying that you do, that just your natural flair, is now structured as a business. Not too serious, but just find a way of defining what you do. Start doing little to ads. Of course, for instance, you are one of those people who, you're the life of the party. You actually influence the opinion of others. People always want to know your thoughts on something. Then you're centering around your personality. So, for instance, you can say, up and about with Edward. Okay, up and about with Edward. I'm your go-to guy for all the blessed places to be at a certain time, to hang out, for your best sit out and all of that. Turn up. My dear, begin to define the things that you can do. So you can get a very good design. You get a good graphic artist to design you a very captivating ad that you can start putting out there. So first thing is to define what it is that you're doing and structure it, and then people begin to see it as a business. So perception is everything. When you begin to project it that way, they will know they just can't be calling you now for please come and host a red carpet event. That kind of a thing. And then the second thing you need to do is to, from time to time, you have to set up days in which you educate people about what you know. And that begins to make them know that you're an authority in that field. For instance, so if you are in the city of Port Harcourt and you're looking for where to get fresh vegetables, where to get fresh fruits and all of that, there are different markets in the city of Port Harcourt that sell these items. This happens on so day of the week. This happens on so day of the week. Or if you are you're a working mom, or if you stay at home mom, or whatever it is, you can just say, okay, around the working class person, you can just build some kind of information that will be needful to almost every kind of people, every class of people. So this is what you'll be doing that could make you really, really just work. So, and then you begin to tell them things that will make them feel like they've not really seen that before. Like recently, I saw an ad. The person was actually promoting his t-shirts that he sells or make. He's into t-shirts. But then the ad was not even projecting the fact that he's selling t-shirts. The ad was just basically about how to care properly for your t-shirts. And the interesting thing was that by the time he started talking about, okay, this is the best way to wash your t-shirts, colored ones, the ones that are whites, the ones that are darks, people began to show interest and indicate interest in buying his t-shirts, and they were thankful for the information they got. So you have to know to educate people. It draws their attention to you, and once you begin to educate them, it's very key for you to know that if they have to look forward to it every Wednesdays, for instance, where you educate them, great. It's also great that you begin to from time to time do little videos when you're out in those spots where that draw attention towards what it is you're doing. Like you say, okay, yes, so I mentioned this gadget store. This is like the place where you can get this and see this is how it works. So these are things that makes them drawn to your content and make them understand that you know what you're doing. Okay, so now the fourth thing is you may want to start, depending on the kind of content you have. If it's an educational one, you would want to start teaching, or like a channel, and then you begin to tell people more about that. You understand what you do about that thing you do well. Okay, like for instance, I'm a cake maker and I have a show on YouTube, Baking You Memories, where I teach people how to do basic baking at home from the comfort of their homes. So once it is real good content, it begins to attract traction and people who are interested in those things that you do. So you can start a YouTube channel and then you begin to promote your channel, and as soon as it begins to grow, of course, even YouTube, you can be monetized on YouTube. So these are ways you can generate some income from what you do. And then again, I keep saying, if you are skillful at something and you're trying to raise other people, or you're trying to give your tips and you see that they've been effective, you want to coach and all of that, you can start with just maybe a small stipend. Nowadays there are so many groups, and communities on social media like Facebook and all of that, and you can draw attention to maybe a Telegram group or on WhatsApp, where for a stipend they can just join to hear all that you have to say about the subject matter. For instance, you are into fashion, you have a flair for fashion and all that, and this is something everybody has recognized about you. It is one thing for you to say that you know how to do something, it's another thing for it to actually speak from you. People should just see you and be able to say, okay, this person is what they say they are. They tally with what they are projecting or what they say that they can do. So it is important that you have to be able to walk the talk. That's the fifth point, I think. You have to be able to walk the talk, and then when they see it, they're able to place a value on it. You keep projecting it. Sometimes when we talk about projecting, it does not really necessarily mean that you must always put the value in terms of the money in their face. It must not necessarily mean that you put the value of what they are supposed to pay in their face. You just have to always show that you have the content inside of you, and then place a fee. It is important to understand, if you want people to value what you do, it is high time you know where to transit to placing a fee. Yes, some of those things you educate them about, they are free, right? So but place a fee at some point. Once you start and say, okay, after giving the free tips and all those kind of things which you do maybe in a specific day of the week, then you can now say, okay, I have a group where I'll be doing this, I'll be teaching you the benefits of this or this. If you want to know the benefits of doing this, doing that and all that, how to get out more there, public speaking and all of these, this is what you get, these are the benefits. Just always put the benefits, what they stand to gain in front of them, and you see that people begin to respond. Now, tell your friends, tell people to tell people, do whatever it is to take your word out there with the most basic. You may say, okay, you do not have money. There are some little things. You spend a lot of time on the internet. You spend a lot of time on social media, chatting on WhatsApp. Take advantage of the friends that you have. Let them know, this is what I do. Tell your friends, put a very nice ad together. Put it out. And once it begins to generate small funds, then you can begin to do promoted ads on Facebook and all of that. I'm going to teach you next on how to promote your ads, but I'm believing that so far you have really grasped what it is like to try to monetize your skill. The first thing that I told you is to first structure it so that they can see now that it's now a business. Place a value on it. Don't just leave it open-ended. Most often I tell people that when you put out an ad, put the price you are putting there. You want to get from that service you're rendering. Put it there so that they can see, so that you know that people who come to make inquiries, already have an idea of what they want to pay, and they're already serious. That could make it easy for you. So next time someone calls you, oh, my event is so come and host my red carpet event. Consider, even if you want to start charging on a low, I know that not too high at first or whatever, consider your logistics, consider what it will take you to look good to be in that place, because it's important. And then begin to take great pictures of yourself, because you are projecting yourself, especially in skills that's around your personality. Put yourself out there, just like how we know that this is up close and personal with Aquaria Donor. So see you next time when we talk about how to actually promote your ads. Thank you.
Coming to you every Monday. Stay tuned.